But we will be deceiving ourselves if we say government can provide housing for all Nigerian citizens. No, it won't work. So what do? We will use those who are already providing housing for Nigerians across the country. Landlords. My government will support a generation of new landlords. Government will acquire...
How did the press conference go?
Did anything go wrong at the conference?
Not the conference.
If it's bad news, don't tell me.
It's not bad news. It's very bad news.
Okay, tell me.
I checked the opinion polls and the Christian South is dropping like mad.
Because of the same Obuayo issue?
Yeah.
Do people just believe stuff without checking it out first? Do they just see a couple of students with placards and that's it?
I've already sent our person to the campus. He's looking out for every student that owns a camcorder. If that footage exists, we'll surely find it. Don't worry.
Well, there's still one Christian that likes us.
Who?
I heard it on the radio, some Pastor Prince, TV evangelist, and I quote, "Although I'm a pastor, but I have no problem with Umar Badu being president. It all depends on if God sees him as the chosen leader for our country. I personally do not believe the accusations made against him," and so on and so forth. So, is that good news?
Who is this guy?
I don't know him, but he just loves us. So is it good news or bad news?
I think maybe they want to call some kind of truce.
But you know, Boma, she's not going to want to talk to them.
Alice, this is the time to find solutions, not the time to act sanctimonious. An allegation that our presidential candidate had a child out of wedlock is not really what we need now. I mean, true or not, we have got to tell Boma immediately after the meeting.
Ajala, would you please tell our party guys that I will be with them in the hotel in 10 minutes so that we can talk about the meeting with the Mongo traditional chiefs, eh?
Okay. And I think you should take 15 minutes. You need to breathe in and out.
Thanks.
Come on.
Yeah?
The housing policy, I think it made a lot of sense. And I'm speaking as Johnny.
Thanks, Johnny.
There's a new outbreak.
What? An outbreak of what, sir?
Bird flu in Plateau State. I just had it on the radio.
For one moment, I was beginning to think it was the camcorder boy you'd found.
Oh, in due course, my friend. For now, my whole brain is on tomorrow's rally. Umar, with this new outbreak, let's say something about our community health plan. What do you think? What's funny? Why are you smiling? What do you think about the health policy? What's so funny?
Bello, you're so right. I will do exactly as you say.
Hey, look who's here. My wife. Are we suing Samson Obuayo?
I just dropped in to say hi.
How are you doing, Nkechi?
I'm fine, Omar. I'm actually in town. My husband doesn't want me too far away. Have you met with Pastor Prince?
Pastor Prince?
He's General Overseer of Street Corner Ministries, and he's in town.
Oh, yes. I remember. That's the pastor of your church. I'm sorry, forgive me. I have a lot on my mind. It didn't occur to me initially.
But who is Pastor Prince?
Yeah, that's the pastor I told you has been having some hallucinations about you.
Visions.
Yeah, those two.
Umar, it's unfair you haven't reacted even once to the pastor's comment.
What am I to say?
Meet with him at least.
Could be an idea. We've got nothing to lose. Just for regular talk.
They are very mad.
Tell me something I don't know already.
Tokpe is going to be on air. She's going to go on air the day after tomorrow unless we play ball.
Well, tell them I'm not a footballer.
This is serious.
Maybe we can find some middle ground.
Shame. Do you really want your country to be governed by a woman who will bend her principles because of some powerful men? Because, listen, because these threats will not end. They won't stop, even when we get to Aso Rock. So do you want a lily-livered president? I'm sure you don't.
So how are we going to deal with Tokpe?
Well, if she says I'm her mother, I would say I am not. Simple.
I hope this won't kill us. This won't just finish us at once because this Tokpe girl is not trying to take it easy.
Shehu, just calm down. Alice, back to arrangements. What about the arrangements for the public address system for the next tomorrow's rally?
Look, I already told you that everything is arranged.
Good. I'm just checking. What about Shehu and his speech?
You know, we can just talk about where.
I am not going to talk about a lady who tells me that I am her mother, long-lost mother. Do you mind?
We haven't changed our minds at all. The students of this campus still insist that we are not welcoming Umar Bodun to our school. We want him to just stay away. Let him just stay away from this school.
But this statement that you alleged Umar made about the state religion, have you seen a recording of it?
See, I heard of it from reliable source. In fact, a very reliable source is to be precise.
But have you seen it yourself?
Well, I don't necessarily have to. Obviously, the story didn't just develop from thin air now. It's not everywhere. It's everywhere now.
Declaring it to be fact. Have you considered the dangers of acting on what you don't have proof of?
See, I am very sure of what I'm saying. I am very, very sure, 100% sure.
He knows we have only a little time before we move?
Yes, she called and said they are on their way here. Did you say you're going to use a white cap? Don't. It's a little bit too obvious. It's like we're trying to make you an angel by force.
What about green? It's patriotic.
There's a difference between patriotism and a complete lack of style.
An estimated 40% of Nigerians lack access to potable water, sanitation, or public health. Look, guys, I told you I could handle how I present myself here. This is my state. So could we concentrate on the important thing?
There's our response to the bird flu.
Did you include our agenda on emergency health inspectors?
Do you mind?
Thanks, guys.
Has anybody found a way to make our friend Mr. Samson Oduayo shut up?
Still on it. I wish we could find that tape before we step into Obayo school.
Pastor Prince, please meet Umar Badun, the presidential candidate.
Hallelujah.
Pause.
The Lord is overwhelming.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
Pleased to meet you.
I am Umar Badun, and I am...
And you look exactly the way I see you in my visions. That's overwhelming. The clarity of his messages are amazing.
Please listen.
Hallelujah. I sympathize with you on all these nasty rumors. You know, as a public figure, I've had all these sort of experiences in the past, but the Lord assured me that they are not true.
We're in the process of gathering other proof.
I see the visions every night now, and they're very real, they're very clear now. The Lord has chosen you as a leader for Nigeria.
Tell me about your church, Pastor.
Oh, my church, the Street Corner Ministries, has over 700,000 members nationwide.
That's a lot of people.
It is. I felt the need to meet with you and communicate directly with you on God's messages for you. That's why I asked Nkechi to set up this meeting in the first place.
So how do you cope with such a large congregation?
The Lord is good. The Lord is good. They listen to his voice through me and they obey. Okay, sometimes there are problems, though funding problems, not minor problems.
I plan to increase my support in the Christian South. How about I tell you all about my platform and agenda so that you can educate your people about them?
My visions lead my people where they need to go. So, you got no problems.
Having fun?
Oh, splendid.
Come on, we might be late.
Pastor, we'll definitely be talking again.
He will keep us alive.
Thank you.
I'll see Pastor out.
That's okay.
You ready? Don't you feel there's a disparity between you being a public relations person and you being very camera shy and avoiding publicity?
What did you say? Sorry, I didn't get you.
Don't you feel there's a disparity between you being a public relations person and you being very camera shy and avoiding publicity?
I do the brain work. All this can be in the public
What
eye.
about your candidate? Is there any disparity between the image you present to the public and our real self?
Using the word disparity very frequently today.
Do you want me to repeat the question?
No, Boma's image is built from Boma's person. There is no disparity. Thank you.
Ajala, what's up with you and Beda and listen to you?
See, I really don't like working that long. I'd rather do it alone.
Two heads, Ajala, are better. Bello understands the Plateau campus pretty well. With the kind of situation we have at hand now, we can't allow personal issues to mess us up. Now, what's the latest about the polls?
Don't forget how we said you should handle the female rights issue.
Oh, now is the time to allow the men to step aside and the women to take over?
Umar, there are some things I really don't want you to pull my legs about. I don't think my BP can handle it. Please, the real statement.
We are not saying a woman should take over a man's position. We are saying we should give her opportunity to grow and develop so she can make decisions that will improve her life, her children's life, and her husband's life. Now, can we talk about the polls?
Yes.
The polls, Ajala.
Okay.
I won't have a heart attack if you tell me the truth. I promise. Come on, you can trust me to deal with it.
Okay. The Muslim vote is split. Some say Umar is standing up and showing himself to be a good Muslim. Others think the alleged statement will cause disunity in Nigeria. It's like 60-40. I think we have a lot of convincing to do.
So let's go do it.
Sure.
Plateau Nagesheku. Plateau Nagesheku. Nine Solomon Pam. I want to introduce to you a man of timber and caliber. A man with vision for governance. A man of honor. Umar Badon for president. Jama'ar Plateau na gaishe ku. Na yi yawo a ƙasar Najeriya ina ta campaign. Na je Lagos, na je Lakwaja, na je Sokoto, na je Benin. Ina neman goyon baya domin a zaɓi Umar Badun a matsayin shugaban ƙasa na Najeriya. Lokacin da nake wannan yawo, wani abu yana ta damuna a zuciya cewa Umar ya kamata ka dawo gida a Plateau. Ya kamata ka dawo gida a Plateau. Na yi tunani cewa ƙarfina ya fara kasawa. Lokaci kuma ya fara kurewa, sai na rasa abin da zan yi. Amma yau Allah ya yarda gashi na kasance tare da ku a Plateau. Sai kuma na tuna da abin da mama na ta taba gaya mani cewa tun da shike ni ina ɗaya daga cikin ku. Mutane na ba su damu da abin da nake da shi ko kuma abin da zan kawo musu ba, domin ni ɗaya daga cikin ku ne. Shi yasa na zo yau domin in gaishe ku. Na gode muku saboda marabta da kuka yi mani. Plateau na gaishe ku. Plateau na gaishe ku.
Agboma, I didn't expect you to let the girl go just like that.
What would I have done?
The girl is a criminal. She belongs in a jail cell, and we should not be treating her with kid gloves, Buma.
Alice, she's a young girl. Let me ask you something. Imagine Tokwe was in the university, getting a good education, having all her basic needs met, being taken well care of. And then when she leaves university, she has the assurance that she's going to have something profitable waiting for her. Do you think that she would allow herself be used by corrupt old men for blackmail?
Mama, are you excusing the actions of a girl who is about to soil your name?
No, I'm not doing that.
So
but what you need to understand here is that there is something deeper behind all this.
Yes. Tell me about it.
Let me ask you. Have you ever come to the point in your life where you believe that you have no choice but to commit crime to make a living or to earn a living? You haven't. I know, I've been there before. That's why we're doing all this. We want to give Nigerian youth the opportunity and a reason to make the right choices. curious.
Boma, there is always an excuse. Always.
Okay.
Thank you.
But Umar, don't you think getting the pastor's endorsement to be a good idea? You know how popular this guy is.
Don't you think we need to look before we leave?
I have, haven't you? Didn't you hear him on TV this morning? He was basically telling his people, you're God's candidate.
Shagun, let's just say I need to be sure of what I am seeing.
It's nothing much, really. You just take a couple of photographs of the guy and then...
That's all right. Arrange a meeting with Pastor Prince this evening. Depending on the outcome, there may be photographs, there may not. Bello, so what's the situation with the camcorder?
My guy has narrowed the search down to 3 students. We're very close.
So is my Port Harcourt visit.
Did you catch the 3 o'clock news?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, suspense is the one thing I can't handle. This Tokwe girl is trying to mess us up. Let her do it straight away instead of causing me hypertension.
We have found ourselves in this state because of corruption and a lack of transparency. Nigeria earns 2.2 billion naira on a daily basis, and that is just from oil. Where is all the money going? We earn so much, and our hospitals are under-equipped. We earn so much in foreign exchange, and yet our refineries are operating at their lowest capacity in 19 years. For our power electric company, we have adapted permanent adjectives like epileptic and erratic. For our universities, we say dilapidated. For the environment of Ogoni and Okrika, we say degraded. For our roads, we say, what do we even say for our roads? Do we still have roads? My people, Nigerians have had it up to here. My dear people, it is time for a whole new definition of Nigerian leadership. It is time for a leader who will give the people what is rightfully theirs. You need a leader who will put a foot down and say no, a complete no to corruption. A leader who has nothing to hide. A leader who is transparent. A leader who doesn't give lip service. A leader who is the same inside and outside. A leader whose integrity cannot be questioned.
Image is all about presentation. A presidential candidate can be as great as all the holy prophets put together. But once it makes a bad impression on the people, bang, it's gone. They won't hang around to listen. It's all about first impressions. When you see Umar's ads on TV, what do you think? How do you feel? When you listen to his stump speech, when you shake his hand, the impression must be clear. Consistent.
So how do you deal with presenting an image that is acceptable to a country as diverse as Nigeria?
That's where it gets complex. Because people want to see different things, disapprove of different things, you know, different strokes. You just need to find that delicate middle ground.
So where is the middle ground in the Samson Obuayo saga?
Umar himself is a religious man, and he understands the importance of everyone's religion to them. So you will never hear him say, let one religion be above the other. No. Umar is all about the people. That's what he stands for. The people in all their diversity. That's what I will tell the people. That's our middle ground.
But sometimes there is a difference between the PR middle ground and the truth.
Not for us.
Can we talk in a little more privacy? So, did you like it?
Like what?
You didn't see my crusade on television?
Oh, yes, I did.
Hallelujah. You saw the Spirit of God moving in your favor?
I saw you talking to your congregation about some visions.
So you see that I keep my promises. And I can even do more.
Oh, this is nice to hear. I'm sorry, sir. I don't deal with men who take advantage of the religious beliefs of their congregation to control them and make money.
Is that so?
I don't buy visions.